This is Happy Half Hour, a Peoria Life web show brought to you by Enjoy Peoria.
Hello, and welcome to Happy Half Hour. On this week's show, we learn about Peoria's premier indoor training facility, the Yard Peoria. Later, we learn about the area's newest escape room adventure, Escapetown Peoria. We will also fill your free time with some amazing events coming up this week. So sit back, relax, and let's have a happy half hour.
Hi, I'm Chef Jeff from Boyd's Steakhouse at the Paradise Hotel Casino, and today I'm going to show you our signature scallops.
Welcome back to Happy Half Hour. With temperatures starting to cool down, many outdoor sports are winding down for the year. But that doesn't mean that players and teams let up. Training is a year-round process. Luckily for the Peoria area, there's a place where these players and teams can train, the Yard Peoria. Joining us to talk about the Yard is Josh Bellamy and Ashley Flanagan. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Why did you guys decide to open the Yard?
I was just looking for a place for my, at the time, 10-year-old son to hit. And obviously Peoria, harsh winters, kid loves baseball, wanted a place to hit. Couldn't find anything on this side of the river or a place to take him. So started looking for warehouses. So initially we were looking for a 6,000 square foot warehouse to put some batting cages in. And then found out that the prices of warehouses weren't linear.
Right.
And stumbled across a 57,000 square foot one and put an offer in on it and came to terms and then thought, oh boy, now what do we do with it? So wanted to design a place for baseball and soccer to give the community just more of a place to continue to play year round.
Well, that's great. So with that, with being such a large facility, how many fields do you guys have now?
Have a regulation softball infield. We have a regulation baseball infield with 70, 80, and 90-foot bases, all netted in. So it's definitely a training facility. It's not full-size fields. And then we've got a 210-foot by 90-foot soccer field in the back and 5 batting cages.
Okay, that sounds amazing. Now, with this, do you guys, there are membership options, right? I know that you spoke about differing options for that.
Yeah, we found within a couple months of opening, we had a couple, for example, high school kids that would come in a couple times a week. Well, that can very quickly add up.
Yes.
And we didn't want the parents to put a stop and limit that. So we developed memberships. So we have, they're best used for the batting cages because it's unlimited use. And we've got 3-month, 6-month, and 12-month options. And sometimes we've offered a summertime option as well. Over holiday breaks, we also have college player discounts so they can come in while they're home visiting their families and still get their practice in.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. So you said, this started with high school kids wanting to train. Travel, softball, and baseball is so huge in this area. Do you guys have options for individual and teams memberships?
For now, we just have individual memberships,
Okay.
but there is discounted pricing for teams who book more than 6 times. So they work directly with me. We can get them on the schedule at their preferred times, and it makes a lot of sense because they can keep their players coming in for field practice as well as cages.
Right, yeah, absolutely. You guys also have strength and conditioning programs. Can you talk a little bit about that?
It was something that we originally didn't anticipate, but the coaches and the kids that were coming to the yard continuously asked us for a place to train on the north side of town. So we did go out and acquire new weight room equipment, and we hired a trainer full time, and we do offer strength and conditioning classes from how.
Well, so it's really middle school and up for now, but we're continuing to roll them out.
Right.
Since we're just starting them, that seemed like the best age groups that were looking for that, and we knew we could fill that need, especially on the north end where we're located.
Right, yeah, and it seems like, that middle school age seems to be right when, travel sports and that sort of thing really start to ramp up into something serious. So that's amazing that you guys offer that.
Yeah, and we built the facility. It's a cool place to be for both parents and the players. We've got a great lobby, very cool conference room, the weight room area, and what's nice is they can come there and get it all done. Instead of going to multiple places,
Right.
you could meet with your hitting instructor, then you could do a strength and conditioning. We've also been rolling out some different partnerships with adult exercise classes.
Okay.
We have a boot camp that's been going on. Second session's just finishing up. We're both participants in that.
Yeah.
And the new session will be starting. So we're really trying to keep listening to what the community wants and adapt to that to see what we can fill.
That's wonderful, and that's a surefire way to maintain your business in the area. So you guys have built this area that's going to be cool for, it's a cool place to hang out. Do you guys do anything like birthday parties, that sort of thing?
We do. It's interesting. When we planned on opening, within 24 hours, I think I had 14 emails about birthday parties.
Oh, wow.
And we were like, I guess we're doing birthday parties now.
Yeah, there's a market there for it.
They've become very popular, again, because you can do soccer, baseball, softball, batting cages. You can do kickball, wiffle ball. We have an upper mezzanine area, so you can bring in outside food. You can do your cake and gifts.
Basically somewhere the kids can go over there,
Absolutely.
run around,
Yes.
go nuts. We'll be over here.
Yeah, try to make it very easy. So they seem to be very popular. Most people who have one come back the next year.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Yeah. Now with that, you guys are, building this business and building a brand. Do you sell merchandise?
We do, and again, it was something that those who came to the yard were asking for, and I take a lot of my experiences and frustration with how things get done and try and solve for them. Because I was buying bats online, and then the bat wasn't exactly the way I thought, and I had to just spent a couple $100 on a bat. So we thought that it would be a good idea to establish a relationship with multiple brands. So Easton, Rawlings, and Marucci, we have access to anything they sell, and we have demo bats that kids can come in, actually try the bat, make sure it's the right bat for them, and then hopefully buy one. And if not, at least they buy it somewhere else. They're at least swinging the right bat.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they'll have more of a positive experience. So it's something that our members and those who have come into the yard have raved about. We're in the relative infancy. We started selling merchandise a little late last year, so after the Christmas season. So this year we're hoping to get even better results.
Yeah, I swear, like some places are already starting to roll out that retail, that evil word that people like to, like to avoid.
Yes.
It's already, I think yesterday was like 100 days, or Sunday was 100
They
days.
keep
till
posting
Christmas.
those.
Yeah, so write that down, 100 days.
Yeah, it's interesting because there are several teams who have said, hey, if I buy all of my baseballs from you, or leagues have asked, if I buy all of my baseballs from you, let me see how much it'll cost me compared to what I can buy it online, and we've always been cheaper.
Right.
And so one of the things that we want to offer is not only the service, but we want to be able to compete on price, and thus far we found that we're absolutely able to do it.
Yeah, and members get a discount.
That's
always.
great. Yeah,
So
absolutely. So there's that benefit.
Yeah, and we've got a coach in particular I'm thinking of, and he runs a rec program, and they bought all of the baseballs because that adds up very quickly.
Absolutely.
So because he's a member, then he gets even more of a discount with our competitive prices we already set.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
It seems like you guys are doing some really great work out there. Continuing to build and continuing to listen is a really, really great offer for the community.
Yeah.
Thank you both so much for joining us. If you want to learn more about the Yard, you can head over to their website, theyardpeoria.com. Stay tuned, more Happy Half Hour ahead. Get out your calendars, we're about to fill your free time. The Peoria Park District and the German American Society are pleased to welcome back the Peoria Oktoberfest, Friday, September 21st through Sunday the 23rd. Celebrating 23 years, this three-day event on the Peoria Riverfront showcases German heritage through song, dance, food, drink, cultural exhibits, and much more. You also don't want to miss the talented German bands playing on multiple stages around the event. For more information, go to oktoberfestpeoria.com. Head to historic Washington Square on Saturday, September 22nd for Autumn Fest on the Square. Join the specialty shops from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. for a night of family fun, live music, food, and shopping. For more information, visit the Washington Chamber of Commerce online. Don't miss out on the last wildfire concerts at Wildlife Prairie Park. Party with the Brazilianaires Friday, September 21st, then enjoy the outlaw country sounds of the Tri-County Tailgaters Saturday, September 22nd. Gates open at 6 p.m. and admission is only $5. Want to know about the next local concert? There is a new Facebook page that makes it easier for you. Peoria Music Live is a central resource for all the live music shows in the Peoria area. It promotes a number of shows, from open mic nights to big concerts. If you want in on the Peoria area music scene, head over to Peoria Music Live on Facebook. Looking for more fun events? Head on over to our website, enjoypeoria.com, or visit us on social media. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Enjoy Peoria.
If you're a wine connoisseur or a foodie, you have to stop by Olio and Vino, located on Prospect in Peoria Heights. Olio and Vino offers everything from fine wine, hand-pressed olive oil, balsamic vinegars, gourmet food, chocolates, jewelry, and much more. They also offer cooking demos, where you get to learn how to be a gourmet chef. Sounds appetizing, right? Do you want to find out more about what's going on in the Peoria area? Well, check us out at enjoypeoria.com.
Welcome back to Happy Half Hour. The escape room phenomenon has really taken the Peoria area by storm. There are so many cool escape room adventures to try here. Each one has its own theme and its own flair. The newest adventure to hit the Peoria area is Escapetown Peoria. Joining us more to talk about Escapetown is owner Michael Whittle. Michael, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Very happy to be here.
So the first question, what inspired, I know you guys have been open for a couple months now. What inspired you to start the Escapetown adventure?
Sure. Yeah, about 2 years ago, my wife and I played our first game ever. It was called The Cabin in Champaign, and it was at Champaigner Band Adventures in Space and Time. Super, super fun. We were hooked right from the get-go. So about 50 of these later, we decided we could probably build one of these ourselves. So called my brother up. He was interested in partnering up, him and his wife. And lo and behold, 2 years later, here we are with our very own. So
I feel like for someone to own a place like this, you really have to know the idea of the escape room and have a passion for it. It seems like you have both, right?
Oh, of course. I've always known I wanted to open a business. And the biggest holdup had always been, what do I want to open? Because, there's certain ideas that just, don't quite strike with me. Then we discovered these and we said, we can do that. It's in the budget. It's certainly something that we're passionate about, that we love to do. And lets me put my creative juice on something that sells and people really enjoy.
So for someone who hasn't been here before, and they book one of your rooms, what will they expect? What are they getting themselves into?
Sure. So we like to keep some of it a secret. Part of the fun of it is that it's a little bit of a secret, so they're not quite sure what they're getting into. But what we can guarantee you is you get 1 hour. And inside the room, you're going to find different clues, puzzles, riddles, kind of uncover certain things as you go. And we like to create a really cool environment. So our first room is Wild West Jailbreak. So we have a Wild West themed. And the first part of that is you need to break into the saloon. And that's about all I'm going to tell you here. If you go to our website, escapetownpeoria.com, you can see the video that kind of tells you a little more.
You don't want to give too much away. You want it to be fun for people.
Exactly. We like it to be a secret, like it to be fun, and, kind of let it reveal itself as it may. So, but everybody who's come has had fun, been pleasantly surprised, and we're just having a blast doing this.
What about the other room? I know you have another one.
Sure, we do. We just opened about 1 week ago on September 3rd. It's called Escape from Storm Grove Mansion. So it's kind of our creepy Halloween theme. So you're locked in a haunted mansion and you have to break out. So
So it's something for, if you have one that's not as super scary or creepy for someone who's not into that, and for those that are really into it, you have that for them as well.
Exactly. We have the Wild West room, which kind of appeals to the more general audience. We have Escape from Stormgrove Mansion, kind of more for your horror buffs. But I'll tell you what, most people who have gone through want to try the other one. So it's been fun so far, and we like to have two very different rooms for exactly that reason, to try to appeal to everybody a little bit.
So looking forward, where are you going to go next with your games?
Sure. So these two, what we're trying to do is get a couple staff in, get the operation rolling, and at the end of September, we're going to put a poll on Facebook. And what we're planning to do is have a vote for our third game. We have space for one more game in this area, and we have three themes to choose from. We have a shipwrecked theme, we have a Sherlock Holmes theme, and we have a medical theme. So we're going to put those three options up, kind of let our fans vote on it, and whatever gets the highest amount of votes is what we're going to design for our next room.
Makes sense, because you want to, appeal to the public, so you ask the public what they want.
Exactly. So we're going to have fun making it whatever it is, so let's see what the people want.
What's been the feedback so far from people here?
Oh, everybody's had fun, and I don't want to sell myself too much, but that's one of the beautiful things about escape rooms is we have a lot of first-timers that don't quite know what they're getting into, so they're like, we've heard they're fun, but we don't know for sure, so we got to try it ourselves. And it's been just really fun watching people fall in love in our rooms. Like, just play them and say, this has been one of the coolest things I've ever done, and can't wait to come back to try the new one. So it's just been fun. It's just cool getting people hooked on something that we're passionate about. So
excellent. So if I were to book a game here, or if I wanted to reserve a room, how do I do that?
The easiest way is to go to our website, escapetownpeoria.com. There's a Book Now button, and from there you're going to pick the number of people coming, number of students, or number of adults. Fill out the information. You'd pick a time slot that you want to play in the game that you want to play. Go there, click reserve, and the room is yours for that time slot that you picked. And through Enjoy Peoria, we actually have a 20% off code. So if you type the code ENJOY20OFF, you may or may not get 20% off. Quite a deal.
I want to say you can always find those coupons. We have coupon books all around the Peoria area. You can go to our website, enjoypeoria.com, if you want to try out that coupon. Another question, you say you've done a bunch of escape rooms. What's been your favorite theme that you've ever done?
Fair question, and that's a hard question because almost every single room we've done, we've had a blast doing it, and part of the fun of these is they're all so different. The very best room we've ever done is my wife and I went down to Gatlinburg, Tennessee with my brother and his wife. We played an Atlantis-themed room. So they kind of put you underwater. They leave you a journal for Atlantis, and you kind of have to navigate through and find all the crystals. It was unbelievable. The effects were awesome. The puzzles were awesome. And just one of those that kind of leaves your mind blown when you leave. So
I feel like in order to create the rooms or to run an escape room, you have to have a lot of creativity too.
That's why I have my wife. No, it's we have a lot of background doing this, but part of the fun is kind of just putting all the creative ideas out there. So talking to my wife, talking to my brother, his wife, family members, friends, it's just really fun bouncing ideas off of everybody and kind of seeing, what do you think about this? What don't you think about this? And kind of tweaking the puzzles and themes so that they make something really fun. So I can't take credit for the creativity, but it's been fun picking everyone's brain to try to get the best games that we can.
How long does it take to plan a room? Or how long did it take for you to plan your rooms?
Sure. We really hit it hard in April. So we had some of the props built actually going back into 2017. And then April is when we really hit it hard with the construction phase. I've had a really, really handy father-in-law and sister-in-law, so thank you guys so much for all your help there that we couldn't have done this without. But about 3 or 4 months of just real hard dedication, getting the puzzles planned, tweaked, parts ordered, and getting it done from there.
Excellent. My last question, why should people pick Escapetown Peoria as their room adventure?
We will guarantee you a great time. That's one of the things is everybody who's come through's had a blast. If you don't have fun, we'll give you your money back straight up because we believe that much in what we're doing, and we want you to have a fun time. That if you don't have a fun time, that's on us because we know we have a good product from the minute you walk in. We got a cool giant Connect 4. We have a foosball table for you to play, chalkboard wall for you to write on if you get out, and just the rooms are awesome. They speak for themselves, and we just really want you to come try them out and give it a try because they're fun, and coming from an experienced player who's done a lot of these, we wouldn't put something out there that we didn't feel was really well done. So.
Well, I say we're not going to show anyone the rooms. You show me the rooms, and I will say they look pretty cool. So.
Well, thank you very much.
Excellent. Am I missing anything? Is there anything else?
Not really. Like I said, it's been a blast so far, and we're just really wanting to show this off to as many people as we can, just because it's really fun, different type of night out. You know, there's the bars, the bowling alleys, the casino. This is something completely different than those. And if you're just looking for something different, you know, good for date night. We've had a couple bachelor parties that have just had a great time. It's fun for everybody, you know, from, you know, age 8 all the way up to, you know, 70s or 80s, even 90s. We won't segregate anybody, but we've had a wide range of people that have just had a blast so far. And if you don't know what they are, really want you to come check them out because you will have a good time.
Excellent. Well, Michael, thank you so much for joining us. And if you want to know more about Escapetown or possibly book a room, you can always head to their website, escapetownpeoria.com. And if you're, like I said, if you're always looking for that coupon, you go to our website, enjoypeoria.com, or find one of our coupon books around the Peoria area. Stay tuned. More Happy Half Hours next.
Make sure to check out the 2019 Upper Great Lakes Regional Figure Skating Championships in Peoria, October 3rd through the 7th of 2018. Here's why.
Once I take my first step on the ice, mentally I'm like, this is it, no going back now.
When you step onto the ice, it's just so smooth and relaxing.
I like the adrenaline rush when I'm on the ice.
It's amazing to see athleticism and artistry blended together in skating.
Art is just the expression of skill and creativity.
But when you try to incorporate the grace of it and the choreography and make it look effortless, that's where that art form comes in.
Each program becomes like a masterpiece of its own.
We're really excited to have the opportunity to bring the regional figure skating championships to Peoria. It's the first time in 20 years that we've had a competition of this scale.
The competition will be held at Owen Center and at the Civic Center. It brings in about 600 competitors, and a lot of these competitors are really good. They're the ones that make it to nationals eventually.
There's gonna be a lot of high-level figure skaters, so it's not something you get to see every day.
I expect to see some really good competitors and some really good skaters.
You know, there's nothing better than seeing skating live. You can watch skating on TV, and it's not the same as sitting in the crowd and seeing it live. This is an opportunity to see some of that high-level skating in person.
It's just amazing.
Hey, do you like coupons? Do you like discounts? Do you like saving money? Then check out the 2018-2019 Enjoy Peoria coupon book. It is filled with a ton of coupons from area attractions, restaurants, stores, and more. And the book is free. Mind blown. Stop by our office to pick up your book now or check them out on our website, enjoypeoria.com.
Well, Ashley, we got a lot of fun stuff coming up this weekend.
Yes.
I know down on the riverfront, Oktoberfest, which is one of the longest running events down on the riverfront.
Yep.
It's always really fun.
Break out your lederhosen.
Yeah, exactly.
Oktoberfest is in town.
And what's cool is it's always obviously when it's cooler out. I know it's going to be decently warm this weekend.
The heat's supposed to break.
Oh, really?
We have like 2 more, allegedly. We'll see. It's Illinois weather, so just wait till tomorrow.
So everyone's going to get sick again. That's what you're saying.
Exactly,
Right,
yes.
wow.
The heat is supposed to break. I think it's supposed to be in like the upper 70s this weekend. And
Really?
just beautiful.
That's perfect.
It's ideal. Get a beer, grab some, sausage, have a day at
You're not worrying
Oktoberfest.
about the temperature, so you're worrying about having fun.
Yes.
And I know that night, Friday night and that night over at Wildlife Prairie Park's their final Wildfire concert series.
Yes, and it is a back-to-back concert. They have concerts on Friday night and Saturday night, and it's only $5 to get in the door, and it's a great place to see a show.
You can't like argue $5. Like,
No.
there's nothing holding you back on going to this.
Yeah.
And they're always really fun shows. They do a really good job out there.
Yes, it's it's beautiful. It's like we said, it's gonna be a beautiful weekend. There's no reason not to head out there and see it.
And then over at Washington Square, Autumn Fest.
Yes, all of the vendors are going to be staying open a little later. The specialty shops on the historic square will be open. You know, it's fall.
Yeah.
You know, so you're going to have just pumpkin spice for days.
And like that area is it's just so perfect. Like I feel like it has when in the fall it's just I don't want to say that stereotypical feel of like a town square, but you get that. It feels like that. It's like okay, you're gonna make fun of me, but my fiance watches it. My sister, and my mom watched it. Gilmore Girls.
Oh,
I feel like I feel like walking around there during the fall is basically like walking into like New England, a New England town in September and October with the leaves and everything. And I wish more people knew about like a lot of people know about the specialty shops on the square, but I wish more people did because there's so many cool things you can do.
There really is.
You can make a nice fun day out of it.
It is very much like that, like you said, like that picturesque Main Street USA, and what I think we can really take away from this conversation is that Andrew loves Gilmore Girls.
Oh, shoot.
And how could you not? Where they lead, we will follow.
It's one of those shows where I'm like, what are you watching? You're watching Gilmore? Okay, and I
really
sit down
good.
and I'm like, I just keep watching.
Yeah, you can't help but just
the
fall into
storylines are
the
good.
world.
The storylines are good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right then. But yeah, it's going to be beautiful this weekend. Get outside.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it's just taking your dog to the dog park.
Exactly.
Take your kids to the park. Get outside. It's beautiful.
The weather's going to be great.
We're finally out of this just horrific, constrictive heat.
Yeah. See, now I'm going to be down in Florida this weekend, and there is still that restrictive heat.
No.
I just talked to my mom, and she said it's super hot right now. But
you can at least get in the ocean.
Yeah, well, here's the
off.
thing: they're in the area where there's that red tide.
Oh.
So my mom was saying today, she's like, on the beach side it's kind of bad, but if you're like on the other side of the road, like checking out the restaurants, it's not too bad. But the cool thing, we're flying local. We're flying out of Peoria on the Allegiant flight down to Clearwater.
Yeah.
Saving ourselves a ton of money parking.
Yes.
Saving ourselves 4 hours in a security line.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And the check-in line and
flying out of the Peoria airport is really just where it's at. I will pay.
Well,
under most circumstances, I will pay whatever money you want me to pay just for convenience, so that I don't have to stand in line for hours, so that it's not just I don't have to be there 4 hours early.
Well, like our flight's at I think 4:30, and we don't have to be at the airport until we'll probably get there too early at 2:30.
Yeah.
We're gonna be sitting at our gate, probably enjoy something at the restaurant over there, Hangar 2. But no, having fun with that. We are upset that we're missing some of the fun stuff this weekend because it does look like there's a lot of cool stuff. But the good thing is in the Peoria area, there's always something fun to do on the weekends.
Yes, there really is. I mean, if you can't find something, it's like Casey's mom always says. If you can't find something to do, you're probably just boring.
Well, I was talking to a friend who used to live here, and he was saying we came back and it was like night and day difference, like all the stuff that's going on, especially downtown and on the other side of the river. Like there's so much to do now. And I'm like, yeah, they've really upped the ante. It's this is a fun place to be.
Especially at this time.
Kind of biased, but
Right, yeah. Especially at this time of year, people around the area are really investing in wanting to have something to do, so that old staple of there's just nothing to do in the area. It's not true.
No.
It's really not true anymore.
That's just such a 30 years ago, And there was still things to do then too, but what they're doing now is awesome. There's always something fun and always some fun events.
Yes.
So if you're always looking for that other thing to do, if you're looking for a new attraction or new restaurant or new store, or you want to find out some of the cool events that are going on, not just on the weekends, but any day, you can always head to our website, enjoypeoria.com, or check us out on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and YouTube. Enjoy Peoria. Thank you so much and have a great week.
Bye.
PeoriaLife.com.